Swiggity Soo, how'd you do guys? This is Powerhouse Pancham and I'm back again guys with another episode of Mega Team Wars. Before I go any further guys, if you'd like to leave a like, comment or even subscribe to the channel, that would be pretty awesome and I would definitely appreciate it. So today we are actually going to be starting off with the Pokemon Altaria. So far we've done quite a few Pokemon in terms of the Mega Evolution team builds. We have started from alphabetical order and we've gone through around 5 Pokemon, and we are actually going to move on to Altaria next and then obviously move our way up the alphabetical order, eventually find ourselves to the last Pokemon, which I'm not actually sure which it is. So anyway, let's get straight into it, as we are going to start off the Altaria Knight just to evolve this Pokemon, as well as gaining the ability to pixelate when it does Mega Evolve. As in normal form, I would probably give it something like Cloud 9 just to get rid of weather conditions like rain, sun and sand, and even a bit of hail. So Pixelate, if you did not know, actually turns normal type moves into a fairy type move and actually gives it a 1.3 times damage output, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. Onto the moveset, we've gone with Hyper Voice, 90 base power and 100 accuracy. Draco Meteor, well sorry guys, Hyper Voice does actually turn to a fairy type move due to Pixelate. Draco Meteor, 130 base power, 90 accuracy. This is for basically the times that you're not sure Hyper Voice will pick up the knockout, so Draco Meteor is there to sweep up. Hyper Voice, well basically this Altaria is there to sub Tailwind and then start to just dish out, you know, little bits of residual damage through the use of Hyper Voice. So that's basically the like purpose of this Pokemon. Then to have Tailwind, which actually doubles the speed of your allies, as well as Protect just to scout out. Suggested by a simple belief, you could actually change this to Fire Blast or even Flamethrower, and it might even get Heat Wave. Let me just check that out for you guys. It does actually get Heat Wave, which is quite interesting to know. So you could easily go for something like Fire Blast just for that extra bit of damage output, and like etc. Onto the EV spell, we've gone with a very basic 248 HP, 252 in special attack, and 18 speed with a modest nature. And let's move on to our next Pokemon, which is Heatran, which actually synergizes really well with Altaria. Takes away the fairy, the poison, the steel weakness, and all of that. Heatran, however, does have a 4 times earth weakness, but we do have Pokemon to help this. And Heatran holding the life orb is actually pretty cool. Heatran is the fire steel type and legendary Pokemon of the 5th gen saga, and it does actually gain the ability Flash Fire, which actually means that fire type attack moves deal 1.5 times more damage if it is hit by a fire type move, which is really good. Onto our moveset, we've gone with Heat Wave, 95 base power, 90 accuracy, hits both opponents with that good 10% chance of burn. Saying that, I've only ever burnt one Pokemon, I think. It might be 1 or 2 Pokemon with Heat Wave, and actually one of them was actually a Kangaskhan in one of my premier challenges. So, you know, I felt a bit nasty towards my opponent because I did celebrate. I was like, yes, come on. But, you know, I felt a bit bad. I think I was in a winning position, but I wasn't sure. I don't really remember the game that much. On to our next move, we have gone with Overheat, 150 base power, 90 accuracy. Does put our special attack at -2 with Earth Power as well, just to deal Terrakions and other Heatrans, as well as Protect just to scout out. Onto the EV spell, we have 252 in special attack, 252 in speed, 4 in HP, and a timid nature, just so we can outspeed Breloons. Onto our third Pokemon, we have gone with Rotom-Wash with the Leftovers and Levitate as its ability. Leftovers obviously recovers 1/16 of its max HP at the end of each turn. Out of probably most choices, I would go with Citrus Berry, but we do not have that on a number of Pokemon. Onto the moveset, we go with Hydro Pump, which is needed for it to evolve into a washing machine Rotom. Thunderbolt just for a bit stab. Will-O-Wisp just to burn our physical opponents, and also Thunder Wave just to slow down our opponents, and also Thunder Wave like special attackers, which could always come in handy, especially with paralyzed hacks. Onto the EV spread, I've gone with 252 in HP, 112 in defense, 64 in special attack, and 80 in special defense with a bulk nature, which makes this Pokemon really bulky, but yeah, it still hits quite hard. 105 base special attack is pretty decent in my opinion. Onto our fourth Pokemon, we have gone with Superior with the Focus Sash and Contrary as its ability. Focus Sash means that if it is at full HP, it will survive an attack that will KO it with 1 HP. It does have a single use though, but for example, if you get brought down to 50% HP and recover up with Giga Drain for example, you'll then conserve your Focus Sash, so if your opponent can OHKO you, it won't OHKO you. We have Contrary, which actually reverses stat raises and stat changes, so if a stat is lowered, it rises, if a stat is raised, it lowers. So for example, if you had a Malamar with this, and you decide to swagger the Malamar, instead of giving it a +2 attack, you give it a -2 attack, which is pretty awesome. Onto the moveset, we've gone with Leaf Storm, 150 base power, 90 accuracy. It does lower the use of special attack by 2 usually, but Contrary actually raises it, which is why this Pokemon's so cool. Giga Drain next just to recover that HP. This is what I was talking about with the Focus Sash. Hitting the Power Rock just to hit Bug, Ice and Fire types, as well as Protect just to scout out. Onto the EV spread, I go with 4 in HP, 252 in special attack, 4 in special defense, and 248 in speed with a timid nature. On to our last Pokemon, we have not our last Pokemon. To our second to last Pokemon, we have gone with Tornadus with the Citrus Berry, which recovers 1/4 of its max HP when at half HP or less, as well as having Prankster as its ability, which actually gives priority attacks, priority moves that don't damage the opponent, +1 in these. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Non-damaging moves have a priority increased by 1. So for example, Thunder Wave, Tailwind, Taunt, many moves like that, even Swagger get a +1, meaning that you will outspeed most opponents unless they are also using a move controlled by Prankster or also has higher priority. Onto the moveset, we've gone with Air Slash, 75 base power and 95 accuracy with a 30% chance to reach the target. Tailwind just to double our speed for 4 turns. Taunt just to taunt Pokemon like Mega Gengar to stop it from setting up Perish Trap and other Pokemon like that, as well as Icy Wind just to slow down Pokemon, also to do a lot of damage to Garchomp, Landorus, Gliscor, and Landorus Fairyfall. Gliscor, however, isn't actually seen very much, so mainly just Landorus and Salamence. On to our last Pokemon, like I said, we have gone with Terrakion with the Lumberry, which actually means that if it is confused with or has a major status condition like Burn, Freeze, Paralysis, Poison, or Bone, it actually cures it. It does get the ability Justify, which gives it a +1 attack when hit with a dark type move. Onto the moveset, we've gone with Rock Slide, Close Combat, Protect, and Iron Head. Rock Slide 75 base power, 90 accuracy, with a 30% chance to reach targets. Close Combat with a big base power and a very good accuracy. Protect just to protect us, obviously, and Iron Head just to hit fairy types, and also it just hits most Pokemon really nicely. I would choose Double Kick in most scenarios, but I think we have a bit of trouble, especially with Sylveon, so I think Iron Head is appropriate in this situation. Onto the EV Spoke, we've gone with 4 HP, 252 in attack, and 252 in speed, with a jolly nature. So that's my video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys did enjoy. You won't believe how many times it took me to record this. This was actually supposed to go 4 days ago, I believe. But obviously, like, just my computer malfunctioning and just different interruptions, especially my parents who don't actually realize I'm recording, sort of does make it difficult to do. But I hope you guys do actually enjoy this video. So thanks for watching, guys. Go check out my content, and for now, Pancham people, goodbye.